Hello everyone! So I am back with another video, and in this video I thought that we would have fun working with some envelopes and creating an altered envelope that will coordinate with the previous projects that we have done. So I hope you have fun and grab some of those envelopes that you might find in your mail, and let's go ahead and let's get started. So I really love some of these wider window envelopes that I get from my bills, and I saved a few of those, and then I just, I grabbed some other envelopes that I had. And I thought what we could do is we could work on our little mushroom houses here that came in your box. And this one I already colored. I still have a little more color work to do on there. But I thought just, for the envelopes, we wouldn't have to color that much. We could just kind of, do some quick fun things with it. So I'm going to get my stamp out. And then I thought, since these are going to be in the April box, I might use some of these as well. Okay, so let's see here. I'm just gonna have a little fun collaging. Now this stamp, look at that, seems to fit in that window perfectly. So I think I might work with that. Just do some fun things there. Yeah, I think that will be perfect. And I'm just going to grab some of my leftover watercolor paper that I'd cut down from when I made my tag and use that to stamp on. Deep purple. Ooh, I might use that. I think I'm going to use this deep purple in the archival ink for my frame. I don't know why I don't think to use more of my colored inks. I usually just grab black. And I haven't used this stamp before, so with it being new, I really want to make sure I have a lot of ink on my stamp. Now I know some take an eraser and kind of rub an eraser across it. I need to find my stamp blocks too. I don't know where all of my stamp blocks are. Yeah, a stamp block on this would really help a lot. I really need to find... I have stamp blocks. Since I moved, I still don't know where a lot of things are. Okay, so there is our frame. I think that turned out so pretty. It actually looks prettier when it's stamped out, I think. And then I'm just going to take and I think I'm going to cut this out. So I have this all cut out, and I think I'm going to cut this center section out, and I think I'm going to use my X-Acto knife because I can stamp my butterfly on that little square there, is what I'm thinking. Actually, if I can find my square punch, I might be able to punch it out that way, but I don't know. I think I'll just use my X-Acto knife for now. There. And now I can use this for my butterfly. And so I think we can create a little pocket, is what I'm thinking, and have our little tag with our butterfly go down. Something like that. So I'm going to grab one of those little tags that came in your box. I think that will fit perfectly down in there, and then put our butterfly right about there in the center there. Okay, so I think I'm going to try this coastal coral color. My archival inks, I noticed they leak, but I love using archival ink. It's probably my favorite ink to use. I think this will be a really pretty color. I haven't used it before. And I think that the coral color will look good against that purple, kind of the opposite side of the color wheel. I noticed that Prima stamps, the one thing I love about Prima stamps is they're really easy to stamp with. I just get really good impressions, stamp impressions from them when I use them. Ooh, look at that. It is a pretty color. So that will go like that. Now I think what I'm going to do is we have some of our tags and stuff from the kit. Look at this. We could do something kind of neat with that. So we have our tag, and then we can make our little pocketeer. And then we'll have our stamp that'll go on the tag. And then we could do something fun with the ticket. Maybe that might be a little too big. I don't know. Let's see here. What else do I have? For my envelope here, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take this paper for these side sections. Not sure if I want to use a little strip of this, which is what I'm thinking I want to do. So that is about 3/4 of an inch, a little less than 3/4 of an inch. So I can take and use that for that side, and then close to 5/8 of an inch. And then see, I still have my door. Oh, which I want to take, and I think I want to use this section to go around my frame here. I think that will look kind of neat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go around where the flowers are. And then I still have my door that I can use. Alright, and then I can take and cut this section out. Alright, so I will have that going around the window when we get to that section. I think I'm going to shape that around there. And then we'll have this going around like so. I might have to kind of work this a little bit more, so I think what I'm gonna have to do is cut this side here so I can arch it a little better. Around that. And then I thought it'd be kind of neat to kind of do this wing thing again. I got my butterfly there, and I can maybe put that like so. And this will all be cut off. And then we have our little tickets that I thought we could use, and maybe just create a little pocket, do like a flower here and create this little pocket coming down like so. And then I have these flowers that I think I'm going to introduce again, and I thought we could just kind of maybe stick those. See, I didn't want it to blend in too much. That's why I wanted to check and see if that background would work. Might be just a little too much. Really wanted this flower in there. Rework that background a little bit. I have this flower here that I would like to use. Again, just to introduce some of that different flower there, the different flowers. I might just kind of skip that and just do the white. Maybe just to introduce a little of this. Maybe that's all it needs, is just a little piece of this trim on the side. I found a little stamp block, one of them. I have another one around here somewhere too. I really don't know where half of my stuff is. Hopefully this will work. Thing is, I have to be able to see, because I'm going to have to line this up perfectly. Fairly close to perfect. There we go. So I think that worked. And now I have that little bit of color, that teal color that I was wanting, except now I don't see much of the peach color that I wanted, but I might take my brush pen and just add in a little bit of that peachy color. Alright, and then I'm just going to take my gel pen, I think, and add in a few little highlights here and there. There. I think that looks pretty good. And then I can take and distress around the edge there. I might just use one of my chalk edgers. I kind of have a little bit of purple from where I cut out from the frame where it was inked. Oh. And then I have these scrap pieces of little flower sections from when I cut out that flower, this rose. And so I thought that I could take, and I just cut these little slits for it to kind of tuck behind. I thought I could Maybe do something like that. And then, let's see, I have another little piece to go on the side somewhere. I don't know where half the stuff goes. Here it is. So I have this that I can put on the side. I might cut and shape around some of these sections a little better. I didn't really cut it that good. Okay, so for the frame, I mean, I could have embossed it, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some of this Dusty Concord stickles, and I'm hoping I haven't used these. I bought this a long time ago, so let's see. Oh yeah, it's not dried up, so that's good. And I'm just going to take and add in a little bit of this over some of the areas. I don't know if I want to go over every single area, but just kind of a few here and there. But I'm going to wake up a little early and head straight up to my studio and work on these videos. It just takes time to edit them and do the thumbnails and all that goes with the video. But I'm going to do my best to get these out more frequently, and you know, just it's so nice. I love creating. It's so much fun. So we have to create our pocket for this, and I have these that I think are going to go on the side. I do like these on the side, so I think I'm going to leave those like so. And then we'll have our little butterfly that we stamped out. I did a little work on it, but I have everything scattered, and I cannot find anything. It's so infuriating. But, you know, we can just kind of lay these down loosely. And I really liked the stickles on there. I think that adds a lot. All right, where is my little butterfly? So we have our little butterfly that will sit in that window there, our little pocket. And then I have this archway that we were gonna do. I was thinking about doing that. And I might build that up and just kind of have that pop up a little bit on our envelope. Create something kind of fun. I think I'm gonna have to cut this other side too. Just to kind of have it. So, and then we can put our flowers there. And then we'll have our butterfly. We're going to kind of do this concept again because I really like the way that looks. And then I can just add in some more flowers here and there. I have these flowers up here that I can do too. Maybe tie these in somewhere, like there. Have the butterfly. Again, just kind of creating this little garden of flowers. Spring is finally starting to arrive, though we did have some snow this morning. Getting really tired of the snow. I have these little pieces of gold trim left over. I can plop it on the butterfly, I think is what I'm gonna do. Just a little texture there. Use up those little pieces. I use like almost every single little bits and pieces of what I have left over when it comes to trim and stuff. And then I think I could do the sentiment down here. It's kind of what I'm thinking. Maybe throw this like so, something like this. The first thing that I want to do is glue down these strips. And we're going to place those like so. I'll probably add a few more things to this. It's just for right now. Let's see, I gotta see how I want to place this on the tag. I just want to let's see, I just want to make it simple for right now. Sometimes I like just this simple look, especially if I have a lot of busyness going on around it, which I will definitely have. So I'm just going to kind of center that in the center of our tag there. Watercolor paper. And I'm just going to cut a little bit, you know, to make this so I can create a pocket. Approximately, let's see, 3 1/4, I think. So I'm going to do about 3 1/4 inch in width by 4 1/4 in height. And I'm just going to glue the very edge of this, because I want my tag to be able to go through. There wasn't a lot of space, extra space, so I want to make sure I go right up on that edge. And we will glue this down, and we have our pocket for our tag. Should have probably checked to make sure that my tag is going to be able to go down in there. Alright, so I have my little tag. And now I have my little bits and pieces, so I can put this on the tag. I can throw that on the top with a little rhinestone. And I might need to back some of this with some heavier cardstock, because some of the papers are pretty thin. So if we have this going inside of our envelope, like so, I need to figure out where I want to put my flowers and everything. We're going to have our butterflies going on the side here. I have the archway. I got to do the archway. And I think I'm going to pop that up with some foam tape. And I probably should have backed this with some heavier cardstock so it wouldn't be so flimsy, but just for this video, I'm just going to go ahead and leave it as it is. So let's see, I want to go probably right about there. And then I'm going to do the same for this other side. I just want to make sure I have that edge kind of covered there. Alright, and then I'm going to use this flower piece at the top there. And so I want to use 2 layers because I want it higher than this layer. So I'm going to use 2 layers of the foam tape. Right, and then we can do our butterflies underneath that frame section. I might just lift this up a little bit and slide that wing in a little bit more, and then just use my foam tape that I have to adhere that down. And then I'll glue on my 2 little pieces of gold trim that I have there, just to kind of use that up, not wasting it. And again, I did order some of this, so it will be in your April box. Okay, and now I just need to add in my flowers here. However, which way I'm going to do that, I think I need to cut this so it kind of curves around that door there. So I have those. I have these, which I was planning on putting down here. Maybe I might use something right there. To kind of figure, let's see, I have my sentiment here. I don't want to, no, I don't want to cover all that up. I might pick a different sentiment, or maybe I might put it up here and put something else down here, like some more flowers or something. And I actually have to cut that straight, because I'm going to put that, I think, right at this bottom section right there. Might have to go a little lower still. Right there. And then, let's see. Oh, I forgot. I had these that were supposed to be going on my tag, but you can't really see them, so I might just use them up there. Just to add in these little bits of floral pieces here and there. Kind of like them up there. I have my butterfly. Okay, and then the next layer I have is this flower. Let's see, so I probably need to do 2 layers with this one. Well, let's see. No, just one. Yeah, just one should work. Okay, and then I have these, which I can glue down underneath. I'll take and apply that with a couple pieces of foam tape. And then I'm going to put this little piece, I think I'm going to touch that. Let's see, where do I want this to go? Maybe down here on this edge. Yeah, I think I'll put that right there. And I'm just going to glue that piece down. Little ones that I like using those because they just kind of give it a little more of this, you know, field of flowers kind of look. Extra piece there. Okay, so I do have these little leaf pieces left that I can use from when I cut that flower down, and I'm just going to build it behind my flowers here. And I'm just kind of creating this little background on my envelope is all I'm doing. Kind of introduce some greenery there. And when I'm gluing these down, I'm not gluing them all the way down, just having it to where, you know, mainly the bottom part is glued down and the top part kind of sticks up, giving it more of a three-dimensional look. Maybe behind here. Yep, I think I like that right there. So I might take one little foam dot and apply that down behind that purple daisy there. Just kind of add some of that greenery. All right, love it. If I think I'm going to apply some of this gold lace trim, I'm going to try to order some of this to have in the April box as well. I think I found something similar to it. I don't know if it's exact, but I think it would work. And again, you know, I'm just trying to make sure that you guys have most of everything in your boxes to create the projects that you're seeing here. And you can substitute things, you know, you don't have to make it exactly like mine. There's so many things that you could substitute these things with. So I think I might place this at the bottom, underneath, like so. And then I'm going to do the same up here at the top. And let that dry, and then we'll trim it. So I'm just going to put a dab of glue here and here, and then create that arch. And that's what I did, you know, on the covers, and it just kind of gives it a little depth. And we're going to have that maybe going, maybe look right there. All right, now I just have to, I think I'm going to find two little flowers or something for right here, or I could cut out some more. Oh, I have this. That's what I was going to do. How quickly I forget. So I'm going to put this, I think, maybe down. I think I should go down a little bit. So I'm going to cut this down a little further. I don't know. Maybe I'll put it up here. I think I might put it up there. Just on the side, like so. I kind of like it up there. I still have to find something for right here. Don't know what to do. I could put another layer of trim. I have this rickrack trim here that I could use, and I think I'm just going to do that. Keep it, you know, in that white. I think I like that. And that kind of finishes that off. Go right underneath there. Just kind of tuck that. Just to kind of introduce a little bit of that texture there. And then we have some here. So just basically building these layers is what I'm doing. And it's something, for those of you who have been following me long enough know, I love to do lots and lots and lots of layers. It's kind of my thing. Even in my papers that I design, I like to have lots of layers. And then I want to add in some bling for the flower centers. Definitely want to do that. Kind of cover up. I think I'll do that. I'm gonna have to cut down my foam tape here. Let's see. Need it to go like that. Okay. Okay. Corners. Yeah, I like that there. Go ahead and glue that down. It kind of softens those edges there. All right. So let's see, I think I need something to go there. Okay, I have these little flowers that I did order some flowers for April box again, some tiny ones, but these I got at Hobby Lobby, and I am thinking they would work for just kind of, you know, finishing off a few things here and there. And then we have in your box, you got a little bead pack of these pink beads. And I think I might use some of these gold ones for the inside of our tag there. And then I want to use some of the rhinestones for the centers. So I'm just going to add some bling in those centers there. Like right there where the butterfly wing would be. So to finish this off, I thought what I would do is, you know, we have our tag here. I thought it would be fun to use one of these number stamps. In your April box, you're going to get all of these snippets. I have some other things thrown in, but you're going to get all of these in your April box. It's just a bunch of fun little snippets. And so, you know, we could maybe do like letters, this number thing here, maybe something kind of fun like that. I have journal, there's this one, we could do this one, maybe up here on the tag, just kind of add in these fun little snippets here and there. I don't know, we could probably do something like that. I have this notes tag. I'm wondering if I could use the top part of this. I kind of want a little bit of that brown to show through, so I might just kind of go around with my hole punch and make the punch or the hole a little bigger. There. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to distress that and glue it down. Okay, and once I have that part glued down, I'm just going to trim this to size and then glue down some of those edges a little better. And then I think I will just take a little bit of this bottom section and put this down here just to kind of have that match up with what's up there. I think I'll try to cut this very bottom section and go around some of these flowers. We'll see how that looks. I think that'll work. I might just take and distress the edge of my tag. Okay, so we're going to put this botanicals up here. And again, I think I will distress around this just a little bit to do another one. Let's see, I'm going to put this one on the outside of that. I'm going to go ahead and glue this one down. And I have the one that I want to put on the bottom somewhere. Okay, that is that one here, and maybe this one down there. Do something like that, something kind of fun. I think I want to well, let's see. Yeah, I think I'll do that. And in the center, didn't I? All right. And then we'll put the string back in. So I kind of have this, even though this is like very whimsical, I kind of still like mixing in some of that vintage look with all of this. All right, I have the outside of my frame here. So this will go in like so. And then we'll put this on the outside. I think I will take it and distress, since I have distress going around my tag, just to kind of make it all coordinate. We'll just take and distress some of these edges here. You could even take your gold wax, that would be kind of pretty, along the edges. Right. Now I just have to insert it into our envelope. And there we have it. Okay, love the way all of these projects turned out. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you're creating alongside with me. Again, leave me your comments. You know, which one are you going to use for your cover? I would love to hear your feedback. I would love to hear if you are, again, following along with me, enjoying the videos, if you're enjoying this collection. I had so much fun with it. And then the doors, you know, this turned out way cool. I really like it. I actually like it better than the perfect one. And so, yeah, I think I'm going to call that good for right now. Be sure to leave me your comments, your feedback. I hope you're loving everything. This has been so much fun. And again, I am going to have April boxes, hopefully shipped out the first week in May. I think that's when I'm going to get everything. I did have everything originally for April box, but I changed my mind and I really wanted to do something more vintage since I have been filling the boxes with a lot of this whimsical stuff, and it was mainly so we could create a full journal. This is going to be enough to do 2 journals with, so I wanted to make sure you had plenty in your box to work with. Now, with April's box, I'm going to be switching over and doing something different, so it's going to kind of transition where you're going to have some of the items from April's box that you will be able to incorporate in these projects, and then we will be working on some beautiful vintage ladies is what I'm going to be doing for April, and May is working on some really fun vintage themed journal items, and then maybe some cards and tags and things like that. Because I try to do things, you know, if you're not going to make a journal, if you're not into journal making, you could very, very easily turn this into a card. Instead of doing an envelope, just put it on the front of a card and make these into cards. They would be beautiful cards. Or if you want to do kind of a gift bag sort of thing, you could do that as well. So you can incorporate these ideas and make other things than what I'm showing here. And the digital, I will have that listed below. So if you didn't get the subscription box, you can purchase the digital. If you did get the subscription box, you will find the coupon code in the listing for the digital. So when you go there, you'll see that coupon code. If you have the subscription box, you will get the digital for free. So make sure if you're getting that subscription box, you're getting your digitals, and just look for that coupon code within the listing. It will be very easy to find. If you have any questions, you can always email me. I've been extremely busy, so please give me a little time to get back to some of your emails. So I will be back very soon with another video. If you are enjoying these videos, if you're loving these projects that I'm doing, whether you get a subscription box or not, you can still follow along. I have the digitals available, and most of the items, you know, if you don't have the exact, you can substitute different trims and bling and so forth and create something very similar. So be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more of these videos. All right, I will catch you all back with another video very soon, and thank you so much for watching.